This news update is brought to you by
I'm happy. Now I'm gonna take my time. I'm happy. Enjoying myself with lime. I'm happy. Escape from reality. Yay! And let lime take care of me. We're just happy and smiling. Doing almost anything. Having fun and just living. Shopping, chilling, everything.
Get happy with Barbados' largest and fastest 4G network. Activate any Lime prepaid or postpaid mobile plan today.
This is the Barbados Today afternoon update. It's Friday, October 31st, 2014. A warm welcome to you. I'm Kamar Jordan. We begin on the industrial front, where Labour Minister Dr. Esther Suku has intervened in the bitter impasse at the Barbados Community College. What's more, the matter also seems destined to go before Prime Minister Frendel Stewart. This after NUPW General Secretary Dennis Clark and President Walter Maloney were barred from entering the BCC compound this morning. The NUPW top officials had scheduled a meeting with workers there this morning, but when they turned up at the gates of the college, they were barred from entering the premises by armed police and BCC security. Maloney raised concern about the armed presence of police officers, saying that there was no real threat of violence.
So I find it very, very strange this morning. I can come here and I can see policemen at the bottom gate, policemen at the top gate, the side gate, with guns. What is this coming to? And then this is an institution of learning. Very young, impressive minds come. Why is it that we have this type of police presence at community college? There's no signs of any violence. There's nobody destroying government property. So why is it? I find this very, very appalling, and I hope this is not a new trend. And if Dr. Best is responsible for this, I am ashamed of him, and certainly by extension the board.
At this hour, the NUPW officials have been meeting with officials and members of the social partnership at the union's Dalkeith headquarters. We'll continue to monitor those developments. Meantime, embattled Parkinson School Principal Jeff Broomes could be calling it quits. Yesterday, he hinted that his time as head of the Pine Institution could be nearing its end. Speaking to the media on the ongoing impasse between him and teachers at the school, Broomes served notice that December 5 would be his last speech day at Parkinson School. But when pressed by Barbados Today on the matter of his retirement, Broomes said he was yet to make a definitive decision. In fact, he said he would have to consult his advisor, who is his daughter, when it comes to these matters. In other news, the chairman of the Economic Policy Advisors Committee, Sir Frank Aline, is fully on board with the government's decision to keep the central bank governor, Dr. Delal Worrell, on the job. On Monday, Finance Minister Chris Sinclair announced that Dr. Worrell would serve another term as governor, a move which former Prime Minister Owen Arthur labelled a major mistake. But Sir Frank told officials attending the 8th annual lecture series this morning that the decision is in the best interest of the country at this time.
Let me say back, step back a bit. Minister, I must tell you, I'm truly comforted by, of course, your decision, because you have it begins in June, to retain Dr. Worrell as the governor of a central bank. And Dr. Worrell, I want to say to you, you are in good company. I remember I was reading, I think it's the biography of late Sir Arthur Lewis, who in my estimation, and not only in my estimation, but economists outstanding, recognized as the leading development economist to this day, leading development economist in the world.
To news from the law courts, fraud accused Rodney Wilkinson is out on bail. He walked out of the Supreme Court around noon after securing bail to the tune of $1.5 million. 3 sureties signed on his behalf, and he will return to court on January 22nd next year. Wilkinson, who has been on remand at Dodge Prison for the last 2 months on 67 counts of criminal deception. Meantime, a 41-year-old Guyanese national appears in court today on a number of drug offenses. Wayne Young was charged on Wednesday after arriving at the Grantley Adams International Airport from Georgetown, Guyana. He was arrested when police found 7 packages of cocaine and 17 pounds of cannabis in 12 packages in his luggage. Young is charged with possession of cannabis and cocaine, possession with intent to supply, and trafficking of both illegal substances. He is expected to appear in the District F Magistrates Court. To sports now, Guyana, Jamaica, and Trinidad and Tobago have confirmed their spots as teams for next month's inaugural Race of Champions. They will go head-to-head against Barbados at Bushy Park on December 13 for the Rock Champion crown. One driver from Barbados and one from the wider Caribbean will then qualify for the individual Race of Champions, where they will race against champions from across the world. Sounds like a lot of revving up going on there.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
The Barbados Food and Wine and Rum Festival, November 20th to 23rd. Taste the culinary delights of top local and international chefs like Marcus Samuelson, Anne Burrell, Tyler Florence, Roger Mooking, Michael Hines, Dane Sadler, Daphne's Restaurant, and more. The Barbados Food and Wine and Rum Festival, 5th edition, November 20th to 23rd. Visit foodwinerum.com or contact Premier Event Services Inc. at 435-0670. Get your tickets now at Wine World or TicketPal.com.
Well, on to Caribbean news now as the region prepares to usher in Tourism Month tomorrow. The chairman of the Caribbean Tourism Organization, a familiar face to us, the Barbados Tourism Minister Richard Seeley, is calling on the region to step up its tourism game. While arrivals are up for the first half of this year, he warns that the region cannot rest on its laurels and must consistently aim to keep pace with the rest of the world. He's also calling on industry stakeholders to work together in order to realize the vision of positioning the Caribbean as the world's most desirable year-round warm weather destination. Further afield, the president of Burkina Faso today resigned after vowing he would not step down yesterday. The president was forced to step down amid violent protests by nationals demanding an end to his 27-year rule. Yesterday, a state of emergency was imposed in the West African country after angry crowds set the nation's parliament ablaze. This led to the dissolution of parliament, and overnight, a curfew was implemented. And on that note, we end our Barbados Today afternoon update. We'll be back again this evening. Until then, remember to log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper or email updates, or better yet, you can like us on Facebook. You can also catch us on iZoomi Media in a bus terminal or on Screenplay at a supermarket or gas station near you. Also, you can tune in to Lime TV, channel 101, to get the very latest news and sports. I'm Kmar Jordan. Continue to enjoy your Friday, and we'll see you later on today.
This news update is brought to you by
I'm happy. Now I'm gonna take my time. I'm happy. Enjoying myself with lime. I'm happy. Escape from reality. Yay! And let lime take care of me. We're just happy and smiling. Doing almost anything. Having fun and just living. Shopping, chilling, everything.
Get happy with Barbados' largest and fastest 4G network. Activate any Lime prepaid or postpaid mobile plan today.